one day is because it isn't any different than the last 2 days. So I've purposely been trying to like lay things out so that it will feel the same when we do these problems, even though these are theoretically more difficult. So I kind of just taught you the method for the difficult problems ahead of time. Probably made it slower on those, but we'll make these easier. So the axis of revolution you have doesn't matter if it's horizontal or vertical. The only difference that will make is which way you measure it, whether you're measuring y's or x's. So I'm not sure why this is necessarily a different thing, but the main difference is the last section, we only used the x or y axis as the axis of revolution. Now, the axis of revolution could be anywhere. It could be above, below, left, right. The only one you will not get is an axis of revolution that is at an angle. Well, that would make it way more difficult, but theoretically could work. Right. I've never actually even ran into that, so I'm wondering if those are actual problems or not. I'm sure there's somehow. But yeah, we're only getting something very similar to what we've previously done. These are just examples showing you different ways it could look. Okay, so we are gonna find this one together. So we've got an x and a y axis, and then this dotted line up here is going to be the axis of revolution. I think Aiden is the one I called on a couple days ago to have you draw the same equation. Let's test that memory.
Okay, I know that this stuff.
Excellent, excellent. So we have to draw y equals square root of x.
Okay. Y equals 0, so
Yeah, there's 3 equations to draw.
x squared.
Nice, nice. Okay, good. The top half of a sideways parabola. And then y equals 0 and x equals 4 is to make an enclosed section.
Okay. That one,
So x equals 4 would be the straight up and down line, kind of about where you put that dot.
like this?
Whoa, that's not straight up and down.
Oh, right, now I remember.
Yeah. And then y equals 0 would be, oh, you're just trying to erase it.
Yeah. And then y equals 0, so.
Perfect. So we've got an enclosed section right here. Nice job. Now, as soon as it tells us that it's going to rotate or revolve around that y equals 4. I need some, no, you were gone yesterday. I was gonna call on you and say, I need some news here yesterday. We wrote down something yesterday for big R and little r. Brady, I guess we can kind of make you the sort of first person today. Yourself or someone else? I just need to know what you wrote down for big R and little r. Yep.
6.
Okay, now count 6 people and then pick that person.
Greek.
Onyx?
What do we do with them? Set.
Oh. Now, you said 6, right? Oh, I was gonna say, I do not understand that counting method. Diagonal, okay. That was unique, let's go with it. Okay, Seth, what'd you write down for big R and little r yesterday?
I don't remember.
Okay, I wasn't expecting you to remember off the top of your head. I was expecting you to flip to it and look what you wrote down. Or is this you trying to say that you didn't write it down? It should be right there, underneath that picture of the washer. It looks kind of blank from here. Seth, Seth, shame. Shame. I need one of those little like buttons that streamers use that they can push for sound effects like a radio DJ? Shame. Okay, Onyx, what'd you write down for big R?
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be from down?
What did you write down for big R?
Axis of symmetry to outside of.
Perfect. Now, you were trying to describe to me what it would be.
Yeah, what it would.
The reason I wanted you to say what you had written down yesterday is I purposely described big R and little r to start from the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry is above it, but that's okay. I will highlight what our shape is. Big R will be from the axis of symmetry to the outside of the object, so that will be right there. And then little r, you said, was from the axis of symmetry to the object. So I'm going to draw a line from the axis of symmetry to the object, and I'm just gonna stop when I hit it. So drawing it should be the same from what we did yesterday. Measuring it is going to be the same. Seth? Okay, now we'll go on you. This is not from your notes. How do I measure big R and little r? Let's just go with big R. We'll do one of them. Wait, you were here, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have felt really bad if you weren't, and I was calling on you probably. And you can pass it on if you want. Oh, okay, I was just trying to give you the chance to like make it up from not having notes. Okay. Owen?
We have to find out, jeez.
Wait, why did you volunteer then?
I thought I knew and then my brain.
Oh, all right, that's fair. Mine definitely does that, especially yesterday. It did that a lot.
So don't we need to
Oh.
just, sorry.
I was going to, but if you remembered, then halfway through.
Do we just find the integral of
No,
big
no,
R?
no, stop, too far. Go again.
Do you just use the top line, which
Yes.
is 4, and then for little r, you would use like root x, because that's the line of the equation?
Let's do one at a time, but you are correct.
Okay, so
Let's do big R, the top of big R, the bottom of big R. The top, you said perfectly, the top was y equals 4. So that's its height. The bottom is also a height that never changes, which is y equals 0. So big R, strangely enough, will actually be the same no matter where. So like if I were to take big R and drag it, big R would be the exact same length no matter where I go in this shape. So big R, we don't have this often, big R will be a set number. It would be 4 minus 0, which is 4. So you're still doing top minus bottom. Little r, as I heard you kind of describing little r. Little r, the same top as big R, y equals 4, but the bottom of little r changes, it changes height, and the height it would be goes by the equation we're giving y equals square root of x. Okay, so little r would be 4 minus root x. So top minus bottom. And then, and you were the one trying to just list off the integral right away, which is fine. Look at that, there were blanks for it. Let's pretend I saw that. We're just gonna write the integral right away. So the integral is the big circle, pi big R squared, minus the little circle, which is pi little r squared.
is between the pi and the first 4 like a dot or a line?
Times pi r squared. I didn't want to write pi 4, even though it's kind of correct. Olivia, who are you gonna call on?
Can I give you a number?
Yes, but you're still just gonna count and pick a person.
Okay, well, then,
So 1. Okay, Kyla, why would I have marked this wrong?
you need the numbers on.
Okay, so I've got x's written in the problem. That means the numbers up here have to be x's.
Zero.
From the beginning of the picture to the end of the picture. 0 to 4. Nice. Yes.
For the blanks that they give you, is the outer radius way off?
Well, that's way louder than I thought it was gonna be. We're on?
No, it's too early in class.
That's what I was wondering. Beth, this is way too early to call people. Okay? Oh, and I MCA. Can I just send her on there? Okay, thanks, perfect. Okay, Keegan, you get to go take an MCA test. You're supposed to be at the media center. Yeah, you have to take it unless you opt out. Like, that's a state test. Yeah, it's a state test unless your parents opt you out of it. They have a form to opt you out, which I'm assuming you would have heard of by now. So yeah, you gotta take it.
Where do I go?
Library? Have fun? I guess your morning is drastically different than you were expecting? And Brooke, you can just go later in the hour automatically.
I had a question. Is the outer radius usually big R and inner radius below? And in the blanks that they give you, is outer radius?
Yes,
big R?
that's why I don't like using those wordings. Because especially as soon as you start having it like above, below, inner and outer, it's not wrong at all, but for some people, it just doesn't click. Yes, inner is the hollow part, so that's a little R. Okay, I need somebody to help me integrate this. I don't know if I want volunteers, should I call on people? Oh, did you do a random number on there? Oh, you just typed in the integral? No, we have to integrate it. Since this is the last day of our notes in calc, we need to like actually do something. We need to call somebody who goes, Sophia has not been called on for a long time. Are you ready? You can either come up and do it, or you can kinda just guide me. I'm okay with either one, and we can give some assistance if you want some. What's the first thing you would do? Cause there's lots of ways to do this correct.
I would move the pi outside.
Okay? Personally, I don't like that one, but there's nothing wrong with it. So I will do it just for you. Okay, so pi integral 4 squared, 16, minus 4 minus root x squared dx 0 to 4. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Okay, so both pi's can be written out front. I think you mean it correct. Are you trying to integrate the 16? Then yes, you can do that. How would I write? What's the best way for me to say this? What would you write on the next line? Because I wanna make sure you guys are writing the lines correctly, because some people kind of get the notation out of order and wrong. Just tell me what to write. Okay, so that's the part that's wrong. So if you integrate to the 16, you no longer can write that symbol. So if you make it 16x, that means you've done this symbol. Okay, that's why I was not sure what you meant by it. So we can do that for the 16, because that minus sign means that the second part can be integrated on its own. No, teaching is hard, all right? More like this teacher just has a really hard time writing and talking together, which should be a pretty normal teacher trait. But I'm on my 24th year, I still gotta practice. Oh, did you want to integrate this now, or are you doing something to it? Sorry. Probably, I think you mean it correctly. Are you saying FOIL it? No. So are you trying to apply the squared? You can only apply the squared if this is multiplication. If it's subtraction, the only way to get rid of the squared is to FOIL it out. So if we FOIL it, which still works, FOILing would be 16 minus 8 root x plus x. So same idea, definitely different answer though. You wanna keep going, or you want somebody else to go? Okay, because you did quite a bit, you did the hard part of the problem. Okay, I'll let you choose the next person. Or should I pick another person that hasn't gone for a long time? Okay. Eureka, have you gone? I don't think you've gone for a while either. Perfect. Guide me. I've got some stuff written up there that Sophia just like did.
So, to integrate the second one.
Okay, we can definitely do that. I'll probably write this a little bit different, even just, it's bothering me to write the pi first.
Should I get it going?
Oh, sure, did it not?
It did.
Oh, then yes.
I just said, they just said you have to fill out the form and bring it back.
Okay.
She was not taking that. Yeah, I was never.
I'm not judging you one way or the other, I just thought I'd let you know the facts.
So then would it be 16 x?
Do you remember how to integrate 8 root x? I was gonna say, I bet this is the one a lot of people here may forget because we haven't done it for a while. Power rule. So this is 8x to the half. So you would do power rule, and let's see, that would be x to the 3 halves, and then that would be 8 times 2/3. So 8 times 2/3 would be 16/3. That doesn't really simplify. Is that what you said, Brooke? Okay. Wait, no, this should be everybody now. Oh. Didn't see the leave. I thought maybe we were getting a new person or something.
And then x squared over 2.
Perfect. Okay, now the hard part of this whole question is going to be calculating it. So we have 16 times 4, which is 64. So we have 64 pi minus 0. So we've got 64 pi from the first integral. The second integral, ooh, it's a minus even. I'll put a bracket then. 60. Okay. Oh. You have separation issues with your phone. What was the answer? You said you already calculated a while ago.
The answer would be 108.908.
Oh, no. 108.98 divided by
Pi.
pi.
34.6 repeating pi.
Yes.
Come on.
Having fun. 34 and.
Thank you. I mean, we should all be at the stage where we can plug in numbers to get answers. If you're not, I got nothing for you. Okay, 06. Why don't you guys, oh, go ahead, ask what?
Oh, no, I was just asking what the answer was. Is subdividing area, can the answer be negative or does it have to be positive? That's, not just for, this problem, but in general, can the answer be negative or?
No. So if you were doing area and you got a negative answer, that would mean that you wrote the equations backwards. So if you do top minus bottom or right minus left, we do that purposely so that it would always be a positive answer. So correct, if you get a negative number, something went wrong, most likely having them backwards. Why don't you guys see if you can set up the second problem on your own and just do it? I mean, at this stage, it shouldn't feel any different than what we did yesterday, the last couple days. What happened to putting your Chromebook up there? I gotta check with you every day. You got his own in the phone.
Wait, I have a question. This one, since it's a parabola, do you just do the thing where you like always have the graph?
So, the lines that they give you, should create a single enclosed area.
Okay. I think I got the wrong.
Looking at those equations, there shouldn't be more than one area made. It should look like a chopped off bullet bill shape.
I forgot that it was rotating on the dotted line after.
Gotcha.
I was looking at this and it's the same equation.
No. But you got a different answer?
Yeah.
It was 160, not 100.
So I just,
Either that or maybe you typed it in incorrect?
yeah.
Oh, wait, who else was asking?
Like slightly less than 160.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
I got
What,
slightly
on the
less
last
than
answer?
160.
Yeah.
I got
For
it.
one
I got
specific,
it.
for the next one?
This is.
Oh, we're split between 108 and 160 on the last one?
Yeah, I got
This is what I-
159.6.
this is what I- no, I didn't push that in, man.
So,
I got 104/3, which equals the same thing as the 34/2.
Yeah, yours should be correct.
yeah. So that's your, what is yours?
You got the pies in there.
I have yours, I have the correct equation. Nice to meet you.
I did all the math in my head.
And you got that
Can
answer?
I see what you
Well,
plugged
I
into your
got
calculator?
104/3, but it's the same
It's
as that.
step
when
by
you
step.
rack or whatever.
Yep.
It's easy
I got it,
to
that's
do.
why I didn't get
Wait.
Why
did you do that step by step?
Yeah.
34 and
That's probably why you
2/3.
got it wrong.
34 and 2/3.
That's what you got as well?
Is 104.
You also did,
Yeah.
you also did.
So some people ended up with an answer that was almost,
104?
104/3.
For the second.
so this as a decimal is roughly 100,
Oh, you.
and some people got a decimal that was roughly 160.
Isn't it 114 over?
Because that's what.
Oh, yeah, we're doing.
We're doing.
Dr. Jackson, it's right there.
No, not
Oh,
114.
yeah, I'm working on, I'm, because, people are talking about.
That's one, that's
104.
Yeah, I should wait.
This
Oh
one's
yeah,
so
I'm
weird
stupid.
because
I
I'm like,
can't
I'm
do
right.
math. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay, you're rotating around this line.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The only thing I can think of is maybe some of you have a minus sign that didn't get applied right?
I-
Foiled wrong.
I realized.
Oh, okay. Foiled wrong?
Yeah.
Got it.
I was just not liking.
I was gonna say, I thought I did everything here correct, and or Owen put in the original one, he didn't even put in he didn't put in the simplified one.
Four minus squared x squared, and turn that into 4 minus squared x plus 4 minus squared. And then.
Just punch it in.
That's the same thing,
But it's just.
that's the same thing.
I kind of.
Well, then do that.
Ready?
Okay, I'm gonna start drawing this picture for you guys, to make sure you have the right, integral to get the answer. So 4 minus x squared would look like that. Y equals 0. Y equals, oh,
Yeah.
What'd you do? What'd you get?
Something.
The second one?
Yeah, what was that? 22. I got something very low. It should be.
Huh?
The integral.
I really don't like you today.
well, let's go with it.
I love my calculator.
Yeah.
They got rid of that, the waivers.
Okay, there's little r and big R.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The x values you're gonna have to find when this is equal to that. You cannot do it in terms of what? So area, you have the choice and the freedom to do whichever direction you want. But when you're doing volume, the way that the problem is set up dictates which way it has to be integrated. Say what?
I'm not gonna memorize anything.
A circle?
At this point, I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know, that's what you gotta do. Pi r squared. So,
If I get the equal.
the hard part is what they consider to be, what you have to know. Because they definitely have given formulas for shapes that they've put in problems that you wouldn't need to memorize. Like, there was an area of a hexagon a handful of years ago. They gave that one, obviously. So you wouldn't know, you need to know that one ahead of time. You would just need to know, like, what you're trying to do with that area. So it's, but a cylinder? That's a circle. No, a cylinder is a circle times the height. A cone is kind of the only one that's sort of weird, but that's the same as a cylinder divided by 3. Maybe you guys were taught these formulas weird to begin with, I don't know. A sphere is generally considered the worst one because there's nothing to base it off of.
Isn't it like 4 squared is pi r squared?
No,
It's 4 times pi.
you're close. Sphere is 3-dimensional, so it's r cubed. Yeah. Okay. Now, here's what I was thinking for homework. This is kind of the important part. What I was thinking for homework was not assigning officially 8.7. And in Schoology, I have 8.6 only. What I was almost preferring to do was just have you guys do some from 6 and some from 7 and call that one homework. I don't care what portion of each you do, just I would like you to try some from 6 and some from 7. I don't want you to have to do the entire homework in 6. Not that it's horrible, but we are definitely at the stage where you guys should probably be reviewing for the AP test. Like if you're gonna try to review for the AP test the night before it, you deserve your 1. Because you should know that those skills by now are not great. So my preference is to start reviewing for the AP test tomorrow, and then our homework for like the next week will be to watch those videos on the AP Classroom. If you don't have to do them from AP Classroom, I already have the videos in Schoology from YouTube, so you don't have to log in or do anything. They are really good review videos, and they're only 15 minutes long, so they're not like a time user. There's a worksheet to go with each one of them so that you can follow along if you want, and they're all roughly 15 minutes. And there's 8 of them total. So I thought from Friday tomorrow till AP test day on the 13th, well, that'd be 8 days. That'd be more than 8 days, but that would give you time to do the 8 of them, 1 a day. And then that way, because I know some of you are going to be studying for multiple AP tests. And those of you who aren't taking AP test, well, then your goal is to start studying Unit 6, because that's our first test coming up May 20th. But even if you're not taking the AP test, you're absolutely doing the AP stuff with us in class, because that's what we're going to start doing tomorrow. Okay.
Today's an R&R.
Today is an R&R day.